Welcome everyone. This is Hybrid Biotechnology Job Expo 2021. Thank you so much for joining us so early today, and apologies for slight delay due to technical issues. My name is Martyna and I'm founder of Sciencebridge. This Biotechnology Job Expo has been organized together with BioCity, Open Cluster, and South African Innovation Summit, as well as it was supported by Global Startup Cities. This event would not be possible without our sponsors, South African's National Seed Organization, MyChem Dynamics, and Synexa Life Sciences, whose talks you're going to be able to listen later today, as well as Afrigen Biologics and Vaccines, as well as Roche. For the ground rules of today, please ask questions in the live chat on the platform if you're registered on the platform. However, we are also doing everything possible to live stream this event as to many people possible. So we are doing it through our YouTube channel. Therefore, you can follow our YouTube channel and share it on all your social media so your friends and colleagues can also listen to our talks. As this is a professional event, all profanities and disruptive language users will be removed from the chat. However, the most importantly is that you're gonna enjoy this event. This event has been created specially for you guys, with you in mind. So we really hope that you're gonna enjoy it. So the day one, which is today, it's mostly the online event. For, as I mentioned, all of you that are having access to the platform, you're able to watch all our talks and our chat. Follow the chat because there will be some very important links shared in the chat with you during the course of the event, while our speakers will be mentioning them. At the same time, please ask the questions in the discussion panel, as this event is for you. On the second day, this will be our hybrid day. So our in-person part will be happening in BioCity Labs in Cape Town, and it was by invitations only. For the rest of you, all of it will still be streamed both to our YouTube channels, this time from BioCity, and to the platform itself. So if you're having access to the platform, please use it to ask all the questions, because your questions still will be forwarded to our panelists. So even though you are not there in person, we have a 21st century and COVID times, you can still ask all your questions to the panelists that are there live. So where I want to start? I want to start with my personal timeline. My name is Martyna, and yes, surname sounds foreign because I come from foreign land. I come from Poland, and my journey started in 2010, where I joined the university that I was thinking is the university of my dreams. I was studying biotechnology at a technical university, and I'll be very honest with you here. I left the university before they managed to kick me out for bad results because I completely didn't fit the program. I didn't enjoy the classes, I didn't enjoy the curriculum. I was failing in that curriculum because I really didn't, it wasn't my match. So when I left the program before they managed to kick me out, I decided to move to Netherlands. And in 2011, I moved to Netherlands, where I actually started my proper journey. And I was studying life sciences there, and it was fantastic because the program forced us to have a lot of internships in different places. So I had internship at the university, at Maastricht University, also in Netherlands. Then I moved to Germany, where I was working in a Helmholtz Centrum on hepatitis type C. And that's where my full love and passion for immunology and infectious diseases was born. And I continued my education in that field at the University of Rotterdam, which allowed me to come to South Africa for my internship. And the internship was actually earlier. It started in 2015. But then I was offered a position for Ph.D. at ICGEB Cape Town, that is based at University of Cape Town, and I joined ICGEB in 2017. Throughout my PhD, I had a lot of good and bad days like all of us. I had a lot of experiments that I had to do in labs, and it's been both exhausting and rewarding. I was able to meet wonderful friends and work with them on different projects, as well as I was able to go to conferences, both with those people and by myself. In 2019, I even went to San Diego for the biggest neuroscience conference, SFN, and I was able to present my results there. But at the same time, in 2019, I was also able to come back to my roots, to Netherlands, to Amsterdam, and present my results there in allergy conference. And then what happened? I actually was closing my education because I was close to the end of my Ph.D. And in 2020, not only COVID hit us, but also my personal journey kind of felt like, oh, I'm ending. What now? And is that a dead end? Am I hitting the wall right now? But actually not. In 2020, I started Sciencebridge, which is my own company. And that's from where I'm starting my next level, my next journey. Here I would like to tell you that the world is your oyster. And you might think, okay, well, hold on. You are a girl from Poland, from Europe, talking to us South Africans about world is your oyster. Yes, I am telling you that not only geographical world is your oyster, but also the world of possibilities of your jobs. The moment you are getting your degree in health sciences, you are awarded a base, a ground from where you build up. You will build up to be able to work in both business, finances, policies, and from that you can branch out to different categories such as business analyst or science public policy advisor, or work for South African Medical Research Council or NRF as a program officer. At the same time, you can go to things that we might all think that we know the best, as sales and marketing, because we all had experience working with sales representatives in our labs. But do you know that also, aside from being sales representative, you can work as marketing communication specialist or capital equipment specialist? Additionally to that, you can go to clinical and medical affairs, where again it's a world of possibilities. You can work as the clinical research associate, clinical trial project manager, or medical science liaison, or epidemiologist. At the same time, you can go to R&D, and all of us will know, if you ask a maturing scientist who he wants to become in future, he's gonna say, I want to become R&D scientist. But R&D scientist is just one type of R&D career that you can have. You can also work as the technology assessment and alliance manager, or health economics and outcome researcher. At the same time, you can also go to information aggregation and patents. That's another world of possibilities, because you can either work in writing and editing as the medical writer or scientific writer, or you can go to intellectual property, where you're going to have to study a bit more to become IP lawyer or technology transfer officer or scientific consultant. At the same time, you can go to information and data management and become data scientist, operation research analyst, or healthcare information technologist. That's why I'm telling you, the world is your oyster. It's literally the geographical and the job market possibilities of type of worlds that you can feed off. But hey, again, I'm just a Polish girl talking to you South Africans about possibilities for your career building. Well, this year I interviewed wonderful South Africans in the series of You Can Do It interview series, which is available on Sciencebridge YouTube channel. And I talked to people such as Eugene Foxen or Lenny Mashava. They work as both medical science liaison and medical advisor in one of the biggest international pharmaceutical companies, but they are both South Africans and they work in South Africa. At the same time, I talked to Dr. Ngoxolo Kata, who started her own business, even though she didn't have MBA before. She's now starting to have MBA, but before, she actually was starting to become a medical doctor, but she started her own medtech business. I was chatting to Melinda Barkhuizen, who ventured out to different countries. She's working in Switzerland right now, but she did her Ph.D. both in South Africa and in Netherlands. I was chatting to Sandiziwa Mangali, who is working as lab tech here in Satfi, and she is South African. I was chatting to Lauren Garrity, who had a major transition in her career because she was starting to be a vet, and she now is working in infectious, in rare diseases as a head of the group in one of the biggest international pharmaceutical conglomerates as well. So those are people that are actually South Africans and work in those positions that I just told you about. So there is a world of possibilities for you guys. So going back to our Hybrid Biotechnology Job Expo, this expo was curated with a lot of speakers from all over the world, addressing you to have more knowledge about the job market, job market needs, what people will be looking forward in future employers and employees. Because we have economists, we have employer branding specialists, we have amazing workshop from Jane Morse and Celeste Sirin, who will be talking to you how to prepare for even looking for those jobs. So please stay alert throughout the whole day, because this will be a world of information for you today. So please grab your coffee and let's start. I would like to invite for opening address Sir Richard John Roberts, who is a Nobel Prize winner in field of medicine or physiology for inventing, together with Philip Alan Sharp, the discovery of introns and eukaryotic DNA and mechanisms of gene splicing. With no further ado, Sir Richard John Roberts.